Welcome to another episode of the Sun Foundation's virtual clean water celebration, Clean Water Champions. Next, we meet a storyteller who has roots in South Carolina, lived in Chicago, now hails from Texas, but his ancestors came from Africa, as does this story. Sometimes, when things seem broken, they're actually an opportunity for us to make a larger choice. Not just fix this item, but be instrumental in fixing the world. In what ways can you fix things? Oba William King and the Just Us Arts with a story from Africa.
I was born in Greenville, South Carolina, raised up in San Bernardino, California. I live in Chicago, Illinois. I am a storyteller. The name Oba comes from the water. I heard the sound of the waves rushing back and forth.
Just a few. This is the last story, so less than 10 minutes.
It's like an angel started singing. Sounds so beautiful, don't you agree? Let's learn that song together. Y'all ready? She's gonna say the words and you say them back. You see, this is how we engage you in the African style of storytelling known as call and response. So you hear the words, you say them, you come back. We come from the water.
We come from the water.
Living in the water.
Living in the water.
Go back to the water.
Go back to the water.
Turn the world around.
Turn the world around.
See, very good. Now you're going to have a little bit of movement in your shoulders and your arms. How are your shoulders and your arms? Are they feeling good? Very good. I want the dancer to come to teach you the movement. It's like chair dance. So you'll have your bottom in your chair, right, and your arms are going to be moving around. It's going to be good. You're singing.
We
and
come
it's
from
coming.
the water, living in the water. Go back to the water. Turn the world around. Let's do it again.
Oh, yeah, because what's happening is, like, so some people are going like, she's going, we come, and she's all beautiful and everything, and you're like, oh, I can't sing that pretty. So you're going like, don't worry about singing pretty. Sing like me. I'm going to be with y'all. It's going to be nice. Try.
We come from the water.
We come from the water.
Living in the water.
Living in the water.
Go back to the water.
Go back to the water.
Turn the world around.
Turn the world around.
We come from the water.
We come from the water.
Living in the water.
Living in the water.
Go back to the water. Turn the world around.
Eva! So we say Jumbo. Jumbo is the word hello. Jumbo! Yabo. That means you did really good and we are all in sync. We are all in one. We are all connected. Yabo! In a small village of Polidaho, in the wonderful country of Benin, West Africa, there is the water bearer. The water bearer who is responsible for bringing fresh, cold, clean drinking water to the village. Each morning, the water bearer would rise early in the morning, take a long pole which she'd place across her shoulders. At either end of that long pole, she would place 2 gourds. She placed those gourds at the end of the pole and began to walk the long distance all the way to the watering hole. She'd make her way to the watering hole where she would dip down, fill up one of the gourds, dip, fill the other gourd, rise back up, and began her trek back to the village. When she arrived in the village, she'd take that water and distribute it to the people. Because sometimes you need water for cooking, you need water for cleaning, you need water for washing, you need water for drinking. Sometimes you just need water. After distributing the water to the people, she went to put away that long pole and place those gourds back on the shelf where they sit, where they stay. She heard the sound, whimpering, crying, a very slight sound, but she could hear it. She looked about to see where was the sound coming from. She didn't know where it was coming from, but she could hear some kind of little crying. Somebody was hurt. Who is crying? Why do you cry? She looked and the little tiny gourd answered it as I am crying. I'm crying because I have a hole in my side. And every time you make your way to the watering hole, you fill me up with water. But because of the hole in my side, I am leaking. And by the time we get back to the village, I have already leaked more than half of my water. I am no good. I am broken. I don't work. The little gourd was sad. The water bearer began to laugh. It was a beautiful laugh. She laughed and said, on the morrow, when we make our way to the watering hole, I want you to look on the side of the road. Coming back from the watering hole, I want you to look again. Look on the side of the road. And remember what you see, then tell me later. The next day, just like always, she rose up early and she grabbed that long pole, placed it on her shoulder. On either end of the long pole, she placed 2 gourds. And then she began her trek to the watering hole. Oh, the little tiny gourd was looking on the side of the road. She made her way to the watering hole. Once there at the watering hole, she dipped down, filled up one of the gourds. Dipped down, filled up the other one of the gourds. Balanced the pole which carried the gourds and made her way back to the village. When she got to the village, she distributed the water as she always does. Because sometimes you need water for drinking, you need water for washing, water for cooking. Sometimes you just need water. When she distributed the water to all of the people, she went like she always does, to put the gourds away. She looked at that little gourd. She said, hey now, what do you see? Did you look on the side of the road? When we traveled to the watering hole, I did. What did you see? On the way to the watering hole, I saw nothing. Just dirt and rocks, some trash the children had thrown down. I wish they wouldn't do that. But coming back, I saw grass. I saw grass and flowers. I saw grass and flowers and trees. I saw grass and flowers and trees and animals running about. It is because of you, said the water. It is because of you, said the water bearer to the little gourd. Because of me, because of you. I knew you had a hole in your side. So on the way to the watering hole, I planted seed. I dropped seed along the road. coming back. Because of the hole in your side, you leap, thereby feeding the seed, allowing it to grab root, and the grass will grow. The flowers will blossom, the trees will grow, and the animals come. Look around the village. And the little gourd began to look around, and everywhere she looked, she saw green grass, flowers blooming, trees growing, bearing fruit. Because of me? You see, each of us are just like that little gourd. We have some flaws. Things might be wrong with us. I wish my ears were not so big, but they are. They are my ears, and I love them. I love my ears. Just like you may see something that you don't like about yourself, that is not what we concentrate on. You find your gift. Each of us are here with a purpose. We have a thing that we must accomplish. Find your gift and spend your life using your gift to make the world a better place. Wade in the water. Y'all say, wade in the water, children, wade in the water.
God's gonna trouble the water.
One more time.
Wade in the water. Come on, you say wade.
Wade in the water.
Children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the water.
Miss Lisa Williams White. Igiala, come close. Adebayo. Very good.
We come from the water. We are made of water. Water is a source of life. And sometimes when we share, even if it's just a few drops, we add life wherever we go. By adding music and story and song, we can help to celebrate what is good. We can become clean water champions.